Now, new data shows Bernie Sanders is solidifying his place atop the Democratic Party, including right here in Wisconsin. And the Wisconsin Union Theater is celebrating a long-standing tradition by letting musicians play a historic piano. Plus, the Badgers are tied for second place in the Big Ten. Highlights from today's win at the Kohl Center.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
It was a beautiful weekend and still pretty nice outside right now, but there's some significant snow making its way towards Madison that may impact your work week. We'll turn it straight over to Dana Fulton with your first warn forecast.
So tomorrow does look calm. We don't have any concerns about your Monday forecast. It's after we get through Monday that the snow is going to creep in. Tuesday all the way through the overnight hours and into Wednesday morning. So Monday will be mostly cloudy with high temperatures in the upper 30s, but alert days are now in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Heavy snowfall likely at times late in the day on Tuesday, and that could lead to some visibility concerns for our evening commute and that commute for Wednesday morning. The snow isn't going to wrap up until later on in the day on Wednesday. Winter storm watches already in effect for southern Wisconsin or have been issued for Tuesday through Wednesday morning. We'll take a closer look at the event that'll be sliding on in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. One day after winning the Nevada caucuses, a new survey shows Senator Bernie Sanders holding a significant lead in Wisconsin ahead of the April 7th primary. New data from the UW-Madison Election Research Center shows that three major battleground states, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, appear to be up for grabs in November. But when it comes to the Democratic primary in Wisconsin, Sanders leads the Democratic field with 30% of the vote. Joe Biden, Michael Bloomberg, Pete Buttigieg, and Elizabeth Warren round out the top 5 in the Badger State, according to the new data. The Wisconsin poll was conducted in collaboration with the Wisconsin State Journal. Pollster Charles Franklin will release next Marquette Law School poll this Thursday. Senator Sanders supporters are working to rally Wisconsin voters. Wisconsin for Bernie hosted a coalition kickoff event earlier today, inviting people to join their movement. Those who volunteer will learn how to canvass, host debate watch parties, and operate phone banks. Organizers say they're excited for Bernie's success in the primary so far, and that it's nice to know that their hard work is paying off.
Volunteers are taking time out of their weekends and evenings and time with their families, but it's because this is so important, and we know that it's going to help create a cleaner and safer world for all. That's why we do it.
Organizers also say Wisconsin is a very important state in the presidential election, and with the DNC in Milwaukee this year, it's not too early to start spreading their message. Following his commanding win in Nevada's caucuses, Sanders is the #1 target for the other Democratic candidates running for the party's nomination. On the campaign trail today, they hoped to slow his momentum. Nicole Killian has the latest.
Senator Bernie Sanders continued his victory lap after winning the jackpot in Nevada.
We won the Nevada caucus. And don't tell anybody, because these folks get very, very agitated and nervous. We're going to win here in Texas.
As the surging frontrunner looked toward Super Tuesday, former Vice President Joe Biden focused on the more immediate task at hand.
The African-American community in South Carolina can make a judgment about who the next president of the United States is going to be.
Shoring up African-American support in South Carolina, where Sanders appears to be gaining.
Bernie Sanders, can you stop him?
I told you I'm not going to play this game with you. I don't know. It's not about who I stop, it's why I'm running.
Veteran Congressman Jim Clyburn hasn't endorsed a candidate yet, but cautioned a potential Sanders nomination may not play well down ballot in his home state.
South Carolinians are pretty leery about that title, socialist.
Former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg kept up his swipes on Sanders.
I believe the ideals he talks about are ideals we all share. But I also believe that the way we will build the movement to defeat Donald Trump is to call people into our tent, not to call them names online.
Nicole Killian, CBS News, Las Vegas.
Pete Buttigieg is challenging yesterday's caucus results. His campaign sent a letter to the state party claiming irregularities and asking it to release more data. A Democratic spokesperson tells CBS News there are no plans to change the party's reporting process. Meanwhile, the president is on his way to India tonight. The country is stepping up security ahead of his visit. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to gather to greet Trump for a roadshow and rally. After that, he's meeting with India's prime minister for a day of talks and an evening banquet. He'll return to Washington on Wednesday. Judge Amy Berman Jackson says she won't remove herself from Roger Stone's obstruction and witness tampering case. The federal judge says there's no legal justification to do so. Stone, the president's former campaign manager, and President Trump say Berman Jackson is biased. Stone was sentenced to 40 months in prison on Thursday for his conviction on 7 counts. Officials with the Wisconsin Department of Health Services are investigating a new potential case of coronavirus in Wisconsin. According to DHS website, there are now 17 people in Wisconsin who have been tested for coronavirus. So far, 15 tests have come back negative, while 1 has come back positive. That case was in Dane County. The Wisconsin Union Theater is celebrating a long-standing tradition. For the past century, its concert series has brought countless performers to the stage, becoming the longest-running classical music series in the Midwest. In honor of this 100th concert series, Madeline O'Neill tells us how the Union Theater is getting others in the spotlight, too.
Well, Amanda, in its history, the Wisconsin Union Theater has only had 4 pianos played by all the well-known performers who have come through. Today, any and all pianists, still with plenty of talent, were invited to put their fingers to the keys of a Steinway concert grand piano many have only dreamed of playing.
The concert series has a really long legacy. The Union is the living room of campus, and having the theater here is really important.
Inside Shannon Hall, you'll find a piano.
The holy grail of pianos.
A pretty prestigious one.
You don't really come across 9-foot grands very often. Like, this is only my second time seeing one.
The Open Piano Day is an opportunity 15-year-old Ben Brandel from Heartland couldn't let slide.
I thought it would be really cool, which it totally was.
Making his family and teacher proud.
A chance to play on a true instrument that's been played on by who knows how many great artists.
Olga Kern, Yefim Bronfman, Sir Andras Schiff, Emmanuel Axe, Wu Han is in there.
The great performers have left their mark.
And every artist that has played the piano has signed the inside.
On the piano itself and those following their fingertips.
Just to be able to play on a piano that all those people have played on, pretty cool. This is sweet.
It's an opportunity for them to come into the space and almost act like they're a performer on our series.
Giving these players the chance to be part of history as well.
The piano has not only so many great performers, so many people have heard it throughout the hall that it really feels like a continuous part of our history.
You get opportunities like this, you can't just go past them. You gotta take it and just do it.
Well done, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Ben is still in high school, but hopes to come back one day to join UW-Madison's marching band. Now, the next concert series event is March 5th, featuring the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center. That's at the Wisconsin Union Theater at 7:30.
More local news now. Today was the first Femstival, empowering women in the arts. The Culinary Arts Festival highlights women and non-binary entrepreneurs. It's an opportunity for them to be exposed to new customers, have a platform for their work, and network with other artists and culinary artists. Attendees and vendors packed the Garver Feed Mill in support this afternoon.
The idea is to carve out this space and highlight these vendors and grow together as a community when we, after we see what happens when we support these vendors.
The event was put on by Madison's Culinary Ladies Collective and Garver Feed Mill. It benefits the culinary ladies as well as Centro Hispano. People in Madison are also celebrating the end of Black History Month with a Black Artist and Authors Expo on Madison's South Side. The event featured painters, poets, jewelers, and authors of all ages. Organizers say people underestimate how many active Black artists and writers there are in the Madison community. They hope events like this one will bring attention to the local talent.
I hope that then once they're aware, they start reaching out to those people to hire them for different events or do opportunities like this to engage and showcase them. I hope some people walk away with some really awesome art and books.
The expo was co-hosted by the Badger Rock Neighborhood Center and Pop-Up Co-op, 2 organizations dedicated to supporting entrepreneurs of color. Still to come on News 3 Now at 10. Dana has a snowy forecast for the last week of February. Plus, we'll introduce you to one local high schooler who's always had his eyes set on a career in coding.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on tech. Load up on style. Load up on fun. And load up on savings. Hurry, get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Right now, get $1,000 TFS cash when you finance a new 2020 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $239 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Congratulations to Holly Walker, a top-notch drama teacher at West High School in Madison.
When I see a student just living fully in who they are when they're on stage and then giving that back to the audience for these little kids to see, that part I love. I absolutely love that part.
If you know a teacher who deserves to be recognized as a top-notch teacher, send us a letter, an email, or nominate a teacher at channel3000.com.
Sponsored by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Wherever we want to go, we just have to start. Auto save your way there with Chase. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Auto show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, EcoSport, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept.
Now lease Fusion for just $199 a month, or choose FlexBuy and get 0 for 66 financing plus $3,500 when you finance through Ford Credit.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
We were sure that we were one and done.
Only child families are growing faster than any other family type. But why? News 3 Now explores the trend and the research on only children. Monday at 10.
Tuesday. They want to be your president. Now, this is your chance to see if they have what it takes. The CBS News Democratic Debate, Tuesday, only on CBS.
A memorial for Kobe and Gianna Bryant takes place tomorrow at the Staples Center. Bryant and his daughter died last month alongside 7 others when their helicopter crashed in California. Monday's memorial is a chance for the public to reflect on Bryant's life and mourn his loss. No one can get into the memorial without a ticket, and it will not be televised on the screens outside the stadium. Organizers are hoping to cut down on large crowds near the memorial. A career in software development is expected to see major growth within the decade, with nearly 300,000 jobs expected to be added in the U.S., according to a recent study by HackerRank. Gabriela Becerra shares the story of one local teen who's making a name for himself through coding, with plans to have one of those software development jobs after graduation.
For Ian Santine, coding is like another language.
Like with programming, you have to organize your thinking in a way that a computer can understand it.
Making a vision come alive through words and symbols.
So I create desktop applications, mobile applications, also games, of course.
Right now, Santine is developing an app he calls Go Fractal.
And it's a little slow because it's very computationally intensive. But if I click the more detailed button, you can just keep on zooming into this forever.
Santine is a junior at Wisconsin Destinations Career Academy, an online school with education based on chosen career paths.
There's like the general education stuff like math, science, and all that. And then there's the pathway classes, which are, I chose the IT pathway, of course.
But Santine says he's mostly self-taught in these programs.
I've been interested in computers for a very long time.
So long that his parents remember his interest beginning before he could even understand what he was doing.
Felt like he wanted to use a computer before he even had like the, fine motor skills to be able to like navigate it.
Mom, could you grant me time? Thanks.
But it's clear Santine knows what he's doing now.
I'd love to start like selling software to people. I have a few projects already that have gained a lot of traction.
And in just a short amount of time, this could become his career. Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
If your child is interested in learning to code, there are some free websites like Code Academy and Free Code Camp that teach the skills even for those starting with little to no experience. It was a beautiful weekend, but it could be a messy week on the roads. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton.
It's going to be a little busy for the next few days in our weather office. Tomorrow, thankfully, will be quiet outside. Cloudy skies for your Monday, but nothing new moving in during the day. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s for afternoon highs. That accumulating snow starts to pick up early Tuesday morning. Areas along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line might be dealing with a bit of a messy morning commute. The snow lifts north, so through the afternoon, overnight, and into Wednesday morning, our accumulation totals will just climb. Behind this snow event, some colder air builds back in. High temperatures will drop back a bit to the 20s for Thursday and Friday, but we will get some sunshine for the second half of the work week and the following weekend. Overnight will steadily become mostly cloudy by Monday morning. Throughout the day, a mostly cloudy sky expected. Again, this is a look at 4 or 5 o'clock. No precipitation coming down at that time. It's not until early Tuesday morning that it builds on in. We'll see the heaviest amounts along the state line. That's where I'm concerned about the visibility during the morning commute, really throughout the day. Not just concerned about that accumulation on the ground, but visibility is going to be reduced throughout the afternoon. Overnight by 9-10 o'clock, most of the southern corner of Wisconsin, the southeast corner of the state, will be dealing with heavy snow. That lighter snow expected for areas north and west of Dane County, where we'll see lesser accumulation totals, but still just a little bit coming on down. As we take a broader look out, again, any mixed precipitation or rain is going to stay well down to the south. The snow continues to lift northeast throughout the morning on Wednesday, then gradually tapering to flurries later in the day. Skies will stay mostly cloudy through the afternoon and evening as that snow does pull away. So our impacts are really concentrated towards the southeast corner of the state and along the state line. That's where we're going to see the highest accumulation totals, the longest duration of snowfall, also the heaviest snow coming down. We'll see some very heavy rounds for parts of Dane County, but areas north and east for Lone Rock and Wisconsin Dells likely not going to be dealing with the heavy snowfall for Tuesday afternoon and evening. And that heavy snowfall is going to lead to visibility concerns through the afternoon and evening, and again into Wednesday morning. Temperatures tonight dropping to the mid-20s. We'll land at about 26 for our overnight lows with mostly cloudy skies. We may see a little bit of patchy fog early in the day as those temperatures will be close to our dew points. In the upper 30s for afternoon highs on Monday. Alert days are in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday with the snow chances coming through. Just be a good idea to give yourself plenty of time for your morning commute on Tuesday if you're in Rock or Greene County, and then for your evening commute Tuesday and morning commute on Wednesday. Roads are going to be a little slick outside. Behind this event, it gets a little cooler, but we do get the sunshine back for Thursday and Friday and for the following weekend.
And it's good that it kind of clears out. We get another break. It's nice that we've had those breaks kind of in between.
Instead of just continual small or medium-sized systems, we get one through, we get it cleaned up, and then we'll move on to the next.
All right. Thank you so much, Dana. One Badger making history on the ice tonight. Highlights from Wisconsin's regular season finale coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Built for your next adventure, it's the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller. With symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Crosstrek has vehicle dynamics control and eyesight driver assist technology. Lease the Crosstrek Premium, $239 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1939 due at signing. Get all-wheel drive plus MPG. The 2020 Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 Double Jackpot Days. If a jackpot is won, there's a 1 in 2 chance that it doubles. This offer is included with every Badger 5 purchase, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love them.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on most 2020 Blazer models. That's on top of most other offers. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
A problem solver for president. That's Mike Bloomberg. A middle-class kid who built a global company from scratch. Mayor of New York, rebuilding the city after the 9/11 terrorist attack, creating 450,000 jobs. Running for president and on a roll. Workable plans to deliver on better health care, affordable college, job creation. Common sense plans to beat Trump, fix the chaos in Washington, and get things done.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Okay, so if you've been following along this college basketball season, the Big Ten is by far and large the best conference in the country. No question about that. But the big question is, who is actually going to win the Big Ten? So check it out. Here are the standings as of tonight. Maryland at the top and not too far behind, a 4-way tie for second place. And behind that, 3 teams with 9 wins so far, and we've still got 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, at the Kohl Center earlier today, 40-something degrees means shorts weather in Madison. Badgers hosting Rutgers under a minute to go in the first half. Micah Potter beats the buzzer for 3. Badgers, they're up by 15 points going into the locker rooms. The team was pretty loose all throughout, and it showed. The inbounds pass from Dimitri Trice, to Brevin Pritzel. Pritzel with 17 points in the game. And then later, don't blink or you'll miss this play. Potter to Aleem Ford underneath for the two-handed slam. Still a double-digit lead for the Badgers. Now, Potter told us after the game that if you're not having fun doing it, you shouldn't even be playing basketball at all. Clearly having a good time today, led Wisconsin in threes, hitting 4 of 5. He sent hundreds of RSVPs to Badger fans today, invites I should say, for the Potter Party. Best facial expressions during a game, by the way. Potter leading the team with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Badgers win their 4th straight game. Potter and Nate Reavers really making an impact on this team, having 2 bigs with the ability to shoot. How great has that been for this team?
Micah gave us a big boost in the second half with a couple of those threes, and Nate will finish better around the rim. He had some good looks in there, but I thought they complemented each other pretty well.
You know, it's just that physicality, because we allowed us to have 2 bigs that can come in, we can interchange them, give each other rest, but they keep that same mentality, Both of them do a great job of getting post-ups, getting open threes, so it's really like having 2 guys who get each other a break and they just keep going at the opposing team.
4 4 Badgers scoring in double digits for the 3rd game in a row, and kind of quietly lost in today's game the fact that Brad Davison has now scored 1,000 points in his Badger career. Wisconsin heading on the road next. They're at Michigan on Thursday night. At Ohio State, 7th-ranked Maryland in town. Buckeyes are 25th. We pick it up in the second half. Buckeyes keeping a tight lead, but here come the Terps. Aaron Wiggins there knocking down the 3, and it's a 3-point game. But Ohio State keeping that lead. Andre Wesson to Caleb Wesson for the dunk, and the Buckeyes upset the Terrapins 79-70 the final. What a weekend for the women's hockey team. The Badgers in overtime at Minnesota Duluth. Check out Daryl Watts here. Passes to herself for the sick goal for the win and the season sweep of the Bulldogs. She also had 2 assists in the final minute. That's breaking Wisconsin's single-season assists record with 49. The Badgers win the WCHA regular season title. It's their 8th one, and they have a bye as the top seed in the final face-off. So no more action for 2 weeks. So these halftime putt contests are actually pretty hard. I've seen them do it at the Kohl Center and at Bucks games, but at Ole Miss, this shot went right into the hole, and the master putter was 86-year-old Mary Ann Wakefield, proving that age is merely a number. That was a 94-foot putt, by the way, and for her talent and accuracy, she won a car. And one last thing tonight, the Bucks, they have made the playoffs, and it's what, February 23rd, and they've made the playoffs today. The Bulls, rather, they beat the Wizards, so that means they're in. It's so early. I can't believe we're talking about Bucks playoffs in February.
Yeah, it is a little weird that it's that early, but I mean, exciting.
Yeah.
But a little odd.
Yeah, I know. We can just ride out the rest of the season now. Just chill and knowing that they're in the playoffs.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on all 2020 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's on top of most other offers. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
Steinhaffel's biggest President's Day sale has been extended. Last chance to save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible deals like this queen bookcase bed, $249. 3-piece dining set, $459. Sofa, $599. 5-piece dining set, $699. 2-piece sectional, $799. Plus, Steinhaffel's now carries purple mattresses. Try it before you buy it. Plus 60 months special financing. Steinhaffel's President's Day sale ends Friday.
The Our Home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Like you, my hands are everything to me. But I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, and it got to the point where things I took for granted got tougher to do. Thought surgery was my only option. Turns out, I was wrong. So when a hand specialist told me about non-surgical treatments, it was a total game changer. Like you, my hands have a lot more to do. Learn more at faxonhand.com today.
It's time to get a whole new perspective on Ram trucks. Because to us, there are no small jobs, no little tasks. And when it comes to innovation, there are no modest ideas. No wonder why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. See for yourself now during Ram President's Day event.
Competitive pickup owners get an average $15,000 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500. Or well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2020 Ram 1500 for $279 a month.
Join us on News 3 Now this morning.
In the midst of election season, we have a fun story coming out of politics tonight. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer admitted today that he has spent thousands of dollars on cheesecake. He said his guilty pleasure is dessert from Junior's Cheesecake in New York. FEC filings show the Friends of Schumer PAC has shelled out more than $8,000 there in less than a decade.
Chuck Schumer spent $8,600 on Junior cheesecakes in the past decade. I give them as gifts. I use them for bets. You know, when someone wants to bet something, you know, for a Brooklyn thing versus a Wisconsin thing. We once bet when the Packers were playing the Giants, Wisconsin cheese or Junior's cheesecake. What would you rather have?
Schumer's office says he likes all of the flavors and has no issue sharing the sweets. Now, we got to say, we would like Wisconsin cheese over cheesecake, but I do love some cheesecake.
Can both. Can we just have
that? We could have
It's all the dairy family. Right?
Exactly. Cover everything. As far as our weather is concerned, we're getting a little bit of everything over the next few days. Of course, today was wonderful outside. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with high temperatures a little above average, still in the upper 30s. Snow chances build in for early Tuesday morning, continue through Tuesday afternoon, mainly impacting the southeast side of the state. Madison and areas southeast, areas northwest won't see quite as much accumulation, but we're going to keep a very close eye on the track for this system. Alert days in the forecast due to the travel impacts with the snow.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.